I'm in front of somebody that has a big decision to make. This is a financial decision. This is about your future and the next steps. You have a lot of opportunities in front of you. And I can't shake away that maybe one of these opportunities may not be the most... See, they're wanting me to say they may not be deceitful. I feel like you're stuck in a hard place because you have a lot of opportunities coming right now. And you're used to having so many vengeful and deceitful people in your past. Now that you have all these great opportunities that have continued to flow, you have became in routine with... Sir, you've hit a point where you are so comfortable, but continuing to grow. You're not being complacent. You have two paths, and there's a chance that neither of them are wrong. There's a chance that neither of them are deceitful. Because the thing is, my friend, you see how everything connects. Maybe both of these opportunities came at the same time because you're meant for both of them. And it's your parasite that's trying to make you think this is something less. You're setting your worth. You're setting a material world price. Because that is part of this existence. You want to have something to leave behind, to take care of the ones you have here, to live a comfortable life. You have to care about money. But money will and should never become the utmost importance. Money is important because of everything else you're able to do with it, not the actual sense of having. Money is an energy exchange. You have figured out certain people that you have to put those walls up with. You've changed your routine. You're not giving people excuse after excuse, and it's more than a second chance type of vibe. You're not a person that's like, oh, one shot, you're out, blah, blah, blah. Everything's situational. But you've transferred an extreme amount of what ifs and worry of not doing the correct thing into seeing you are a gift. Any person, company, job, place, friend that your existence is in is a gift to this person, this world, this job, this opportunity. A lot of you, we do have a love person definitely pulling in on this, but this reading, it's probably going to slip in with these cards, love. But this reading is very much about two opportunities and what truly is trying to stand in the way. We're going to help you figure out if the business partners, the job, etc. is deceitful or there's something more. All right, let's do this. So, you have always been told, you were told that money was something that was hard to get. Do not get me wrong. I know what type of world we live in. I know what it takes to make money. But when you live in that grief mindset, continuously telling yourself, oh, we don't have this, we don't have that, it's hard to make a living in this world, blah, blah, blah. The more you tell yourself that, the more it's going to happen. I am not saying you're going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to be shits and rainbows. But I promise you, the day you stop telling yourself that this is it, is a day closer to that next timeline. You've already made leaps and bounds in your life. This one's no different. It's just been a little while since you've had to take a deep, deep, deep leap of faith. and everything connects. So I feel like as you have been setting healthy boundaries and making these leaps of faith with professional settings, you have a romantic person in your life that has set healthy boundaries with people in their life and is watching you from afar and feels very in tune with your emotions. We're separating that energy. That's absolutely love what I was feeling. All right, guys, let's do this. Yeah, you definitely have probably quite honestly more than two opportunities in front of you right now. And all these opportunities are about what's going to continue to give you inspiration. You've inspired a lot of people, and you've learned how to leave bad, low vibrational situations and also see them before you even get into them. So I want you to register in your mind right now, what opportunity, if this is a job, a promotion, getting a home, like some form of an approval, like something being just approved. The first acknowledgement that came in is these cards. That second opportunity, that second one that came in after that first job offer, callback, etc. The second one's these two cards, okay? This first card, this first job or this first opportunity, you manifested into your life. This is completion. There's more. This is high vibrational, and more questions do need to be asked and understood because nothing and no one is completely perfect. I sense in the past this dynamic could have had some tricky, or I would like to say sticky individuals that were a part of the business that are now separated. There's been a whole change. There's been a whole upgrade. I just see a night and day of either a business, an individual contractor is what they wanted me to state as well. That's an individual contractor is what they wanted me to state as well. That's interesting. That's for somebody very specific. Needless to say, this is high vibrational, and Spirit doesn't want you to throw this out the door. Somebody involved within this dynamic could, at the moment, be feeling fear that you have lost inspiration in this dynamic, and it could be making them feel a little worrisome. And I see that there's an in between the lines right now. There's more to learn. I'm seeing in between the lines. This first opportunity, it's going to make you money. They're going to have, everything has deceit in it. That's what I need you to understand. When it comes to this, to signing contracts or etc., don't feel when I say everything has deceit, it means that every time you get an opportunity, you have to feel like somebody's trying to get something over you. What I mean is there can be deceit from expectations. There can be deceit from your own parasite. There can be deceit from other people. Every opportunity is going to have fear of jump, a bleep. That part of your brain that starts to make your heart race and you can't figure out which the first thought is because it's a life-changing opportunity. They want you to leave. They want you to know you already left the bad situation. They want you to know that you have already came together with a vibration that does not meet this. You've put yourself in other projects, jobs, maybe even signed a lease to a home or etc., where you had an inkling that something was up. You didn't have that with this. So for some reason, this flowed easily. Yeah, you have another opportunity, though, that in recent times has presented itself. And there's something a little sticky about this one, not gonna lie. I feel a person, see, this is interesting because your parasite's really getting to you on this opportunity, this person, this job, Take it as it resonates. This one has caused you inner friction about forward movement, even with the first opportunity. I'm going to pull another card because this feels not following your intuition if you say it's... So there is something about this individual that is in recent times reached out to stating there's opportunity or etc. There's a little bit of deceit within this. It doesn't feel like a full picture. I'm seeing somebody write emails, but it seems like they don't even know how, go with me here, to properly write an email. Like, they don't sign their name. There's not a sense of professionalism in the words. Punctuation may not be correct. Little things that add up to a much bigger thing. And this could even be terminology for maybe how they work. If this isn't a person that you ever send emails and etc. to, there is this sense of, now I'm seeing somebody like school project and you doing all the work and somebody else taking the credit. This opportunity, ask more questions because these are collective states where it resonates. No matter what, this second one you need to ask a lot more questions about. Don't just believe everything you hear. Always research. And things aren't always what they seem. A lot of the times when you're reviewing and searching for things, don't go to the first things you see on Google. Look at those and then go down. Go down. Go down. And look at what people have had to say about this company, this person, this etc. They don't want you to lose inner trust at all. There's a reason this has been presented in your life, even if it, for some reason, is not a full, true opportunity. It's teaching you strength, and it's teaching you what that feeling is when something's itchy or off. This feels more like fear. This feels like not. There's something about not following your intuition. If we were to state that this was completely true and solid, you're in a fear right now that this could become nostalgia. That you're like, man, I wish I could go back and done that differently. If this opportunity doesn't work, there's a reason for it. We're going to continue with the Oracle about these two opportunities. And then we're going into the love partner that you manifested into your life. For the first job, business, big life expansion opportunity, take as it resonates. This is the energy, okay? This is what you are sending them. You attracted this opportunity into your life. It was complete manifestation. You stated, I'm keeping an open mind to new opportunities, new possibilities. I'm not putting myself in a box. This is opportunity for something you may have never really saw yourself doing. It's something that kind of was presented to you. It's like almost like you're meant to do this. These individuals evolved know that you are serious and you are not something small to play with. That you are going to have quite a bit of control in whatever this 3D world westernized money-making situation is. You are at peace with fate, with life, with relationships. You surrender to spirit. But when it comes to people, in the 3D world, job opportunities, etc., once it's been attracted to you and it's been presented to you and you accept it, you're full force. This company, this person, etc., they're stating that they trust you with this. This is an opportunity with a lot of trust. Yeah, and just ability to let... Like I keep seeing it saying that this is unfolding naturally. There could be an individual connected I feel like I'm also picking up a lot on whoever this business partner or like somebody you'd be really speaking to within this dynamic. They could have had control issues in the past. It's interesting. So there's a sense of, with this is, I even feel friendship and etc. an expansion, not just a hi bye. They want you to go forward with this. Ask more questions always. But this is an opportunity that you manifested into your life. It's high vibrational. It's meant to be here for a reason. This is game-changing energy. That second opportunity, this is where I start feeling myself itch, literally, when I'm thinking of this. And the air starts to feel kind of stale. I mean, it's not a bitter smell. Very interesting. The energy you sent them. Very soon and release your ex. You released an opportunity. Wow, now I have a plane going over me. Before this opportunity, there were other ones that you stated, no, I'm good. I'm gonna move on from that. Thank you for the opportunity. Or houses where you're like going and with a realtor and you're looking around and they're really trying to get you to buy like this one house. They're like, oh, this is good sale, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no, this isn't for me. You allowed a bunch of opportunities before this to happen like that, like so, trusting. By you releasing what no longer served, there is a sense of this opportunity being, let me get another card. Okay. This opportunity is legit, but I think the company may be a little greedy. They might not align with your morals. This is a sense of very engaged energy. Get more before you make a decision to just say goodbye to this. They want you to engage in it a little bit more safely. Ask more questions about like what are the benefits? Are they going to pay for you to move from one city to the other? Are they going to pay your travel expenses if this is just to go to like a meeting or a convention or something? Take it as it resonates. You need to ask more questions before you agree to do something. There's sticky energy. So there's things to be aware of within this dynamic. They are still collective. Takes what resonates. If you feel you're like, no, this one, I've gotten enough red flags about that second opportunity. This is the icing on the cake. I've already done the questions that Matt has said and stated to do. This is not for me. Listen to that. Or if you're still in the very beginning phases, you haven't asked that many questions yet. You've recently just released something that no longer served. And they're very engaged. And whoever this is, they're like about you. They know, no matter what, this energy knows that they have a lot more to gain from you than you do them. And communicate and continue to remember that to yourself. These companies, these situations need you. You don't need them. So, a big thing you're learning right here as well is releasing control issues. Your control issues don't come from a state of wanting to control for animosity or vengeance or anything like that. Your stuff stemmed from fear and feeling like if you're in control of everything, everything's safe. Life's not always about playing it safe. Let's see what we receive when it comes to this love connection. I think that's what's going in now. Somebody feels you are worth the risk. The risk is worth the reward for bringing you a forward movement. Nice. This person absolutely is missing your touch. The energy they're sending right now is that they want to bring you a secret. That they feel like they sacrificed you out of their life for other people or situations that didn't serve. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. This person could have been even engaged to another person. There could have been a baby involved, like a form of pregnancy. They felt like at first maybe it hurt them, but it hurt them to let you go. But they were blinded by a lot of stuff going on in their life at that moment. So they didn't see the level of sacrifice they did. Now, with them watching you from afar, they're like, it's a sacrifice. It's more of a sacrifice to never tell them how I feel than to know they don't want me anymore. Because right now it's a what if. They don't know if you want them, if you don't. See, the energy you're sending them is you have changed. You have upgraded. You completely take care of your body and your soul and yourself. You are in a loving relationship with yourself, and that is beautiful. You have to be in a loving relationship with yourself. You have to be your own healthy partner before you could be healthy for somebody else. This person believes in you, and they see the benefits of your life. They also see, everybody sees what benefits come from being in your life. It's a balanced give and take. It feels safe. It really does. For this collective. I'm not saying things are going to be perfect. And the secret to be told to you will probably be feeling like triggering, but it'll be activation. And what I mean by that is a trigger is somebody that puts you in a corner and doesn't allow you to leave. A person, a situation, a mindset, etc., an addiction, etc. And then an activator is a situation or a person that has to basically be like, come on, go. There's a window over here that you can jump out of safely. And that activator is trying to tell you that window is only 6 inches from the ground. And your parasite or that trigger, that person, however it resonates in the situation, is trying to make you think it's 60 feet from the ground. You're going to hear things that are going to hurt you. But remember, it's the past. It's not happening now. Everything's situational. This reading... in this reading, if it wasn't for the events to happen the way they did, you wouldn't be who you are now, because there's a cause and effect. This shows you your strength, your resilience, literally a humongous body transformation. That I can't shed that off. It seems like there's an energy intensity of extreme body weight change. So you could have been like maybe a skinnier person and you've really bulked up. Or you could have been maybe just a little heavier set person and you got your curves going now, or you got a little bit smaller. It's not about looking a certain way. Every size, shape, etc. is beautiful. But whatever, there's a glow different about you as well. Your body's fitting you. However that resonates. If it's curves, if it's skinny, if it's a big booty, if it's a little booty, whatever. Hell yeah. But they believe in you. And Spirit's telling me they do benefit your life. Let them come bring you this forward movement. It's a safe match. So that's what I got for y'all today. And I will see you when I see you. Let's get it.